So today we are going to discuss semi-solid preparations part 3 as a continuation of last video. So in this we are going to discuss about the factors governing the selection of an ideal ointment base. So last two videos, part 1 and part 2, we have discussed about the introduction for semi-solids and what are all the types of ointment base we are going to use for the preparation. So in this we are going to discuss in detail about factors governing selection of an ideal ointment base. So first factor is dermatological factor, second one is pharmaceutical factor. Dermatological factor we have absorption and penetration. Penetration means the passage of drug across the skin. So how it crosses the cutaneous penetration, and absorption means passage of drug into bloodstream. So medicaments which are both soluble in oil and water are most readily absorbed through the skin, whereas animal and vegetable fats and oils normally penetrate the skin. So animal fats, example lard and wool fat, when combined with water penetrate the skin. So second one in dermatological factor, effect on the skin. Greasy base interferes with normal skin function. So and oil in water emulsion bases and other water miscible bases produce a cooling effect due to evaporation of water. So point number 3, that is C, compatibility with sin segregations. The pH should be adjusted. Generally, neutral ointment bases are preferred for ointment preparations. Non-irritant. So all bases should be highly pure, and bases, especially for eye ointment, should be non-irritant and free from foreign particles. Emollient property. So dryness and brittleness of the skin causes discomfort to the skin. Therefore, the bases should keep the skin moist. For this purpose, water and emulsions such as glycerin, propylene glycol are used. The ointment should prevent rapid loss of moisture from the skin. Next, easy of application and removal. The ointment bases should be easily applicable as well as easily removable. So the second main factor is pharmaceutical factor. In pharmaceutical factor, we want to focus on stability. Fats and oils obtained from animal and plant sources are prone to oxidation unless they are suitably preserved. Due to oxidation, water may comes out. So this type of reaction is called as rancidification. So we should avoid this. And lard from animal origin, rancidify will occur rapidly. And soft paraffin, simple ointment, and paraffin ointment are inert and stable. They are preferably used. Particle size. Most of the medicament used in the preparation of ointment are insoluble in the ointment bases. Therefore, they are finely powdered and are distributed uniformly throughout the bases. Emulsifying property. Hydrocarbon bases absorbs very small amount of water. So wool fat can take about 50% of water, and when mixed with other fats can take up several times its own weight of aqueous solution. So emulsifying ointment, especially citramide emulsifying ointment and other emulsifying ointment, are capable of absorbing considerable amount of water, forming water in oil type of creams. And we want to focus on the factor consistency. The ointments produced should be suitably consistent, and they should neither be hard nor be soft. They should withstand climatic conditions. Thus, in summer, they should not become too soft, and in winter, it should not become too hard, because it will be difficult in removing from the container or from the spreaded skin. So, the consistency of an ointment base can be controlled by varying the ratio of hard and liquid paraffin. So preparation of ointment, there are two types. We have seen the factors and ideal parameters suitable for ointment base, and here we have two main mixing techniques used for preparation of ointment. One is fusion, that is works under melted together and stirred into ensure the homogeneity. Another one is trituration method. The finely subdivided insoluble medicaments are evenly distributed in grinding pattern, and it is going to give the product. So first, in this video we will extend our hands to discuss about the preparation of ointment by using fusion principle. The ointments prepared by fusion method. When an ointment base contain a number of solid ingredients such as white base and cetyl alcohol, stearyl alcohol, stearic acid, hot paraffin, etc. As components of the base, it is required to melt them. So the melting can be done in two methods. Method 1, the components are melted in the decreasing order of their melting point. That is, the higher melting point substance should be melted first, and the substance with the next melting point, and so on. The medicament is added slowly in the melted ingredient and stirred thoroughly until the mass cools down. The homogeneous product is formed. Advantage: this avoid overheating of substance having even low melting point. Method 2, all the components are taken in subdivided state and melted together. Advantages: the maximum temperature reached is lower than method 1, and less time was taken, possibly due to the solvent action of the lower melting point substance on the rest of the ingredient. Cautions: the melting time is shortened by grating waxy components and by stirring during melting and by lowering the dish as far as possible in the water bath so that the maximum surface area is heated. So the surface of some ingredients discolors due to oxidation. Example: wool fats and wool alcohols. So the discolored layer should be removed before use. After melting, the ingredient should be stirred until the ointment is cool, taking care not to cause localized cooling. So example: use of cold spatula or stirrer, placing the dish on a cold surface, example a plastic bench top, or transferring to a cold container before the ointment has fully set. If the precautions are ignored, the hard lumps may separate. So the stability failure will be there. The vigorous stirring after the ointment has been to thicken causes excessive aeration and should be avoided. So because of this greasy nature, many constituents of ointment base pick up dirt during storage, which can be seen after melting. This is removed from the melt by allowing it to sediment and decanning the supernatant, or by passage through a muslin supported by a warmth strainer. In both instances, the clarified liquid is collected in the another hot basin. If the product is granular after cooling due to separation of high melting point constituents, it should be remelted using the minimum of heat and again stirred to cooled. Example: here the preparation and formula of few ointments has been followed with the procedure of fusion method. In fusion method also we have seen two different procedure in method 1 and method 2. So as follows, here the ingredients for simple ointment BP reference has been given, and the procedure as follows how we can prepare. And second example is macrogol ointment BPC. So these two ointments are prepared by the principle of fusion method. So as a continuation, in next video, the second trituration principle is applied for preparation. How the method works will be discussed in detail in next video. Thank you all.